Oh, 100% could be straining the Twitch servers. Yeah, I would expect it, honestly. I mean, well, so what's interesting about that whole deal is what they want is they eventually want the streamers to encode everything on the streamer end. Okay, 6K, 2K. That's weird. Something is definitely messed up, yeah. So what they want, or what the way it works right now, and what I think what they're going for is, you know, Twitch is spending a ton of money encoding all these streams, right? So apparently a way for Twitch to save money is to put all the encoding in the hands of the streamer. And the way they're going to do that is I think you have to have at least a 40 series video card, but you'll actually send multiple stream outputs to Twitch. Okay. And this is all the stuff I'm saying here came from the Harris Heller guy, and he like been testing it and stuff, right? So what you'll do is you'll output to Twitch, you know, 4K, maybe 2K, 1080p, 720, 140. So you're going to output like 5 or 6 or 7 different things to Twitch, right? So your computer, your video card has to handle all of that encoding. So I don't quite have that. Plus you have to have, like, you know, enough internet to handle all that too, which that part I have, right? I can do that part. But as far as like the encoding and all that, I don't have that. I don't have the capabilities yet to do that. Okay. So, kind of interesting, honestly. Well, okay, Yama Rider, here's your problem, man. You're dropping 24% of your inbound packets according to TeamSpeak. So, there's your problem. 26% of your inbound packets. It's a your internet problem. That's what's going on, dog. I don't think it'll push smaller streamers away from Twitch, because Twitch is still gonna, like, so Twitch will still let you stream. What do you get? As of right now, I don't think there's any perk besides having your stream in higher quality for the people that care about quality. Hopefully you'll get more of a cut in the future. Yeah. I don't know that that's a thing right now, but hopefully in the future. Sure. The privilege of streaming in 4K. Exactly. That's pretty much what it is. Yeah. Just for higher quality streaming as of right now. I would assume eventually they're going to incentivize it, because like if I wanted to do that, I would have to go invest like a fair bit of money to be able to do that. Right now, I don't have any of the stuff to do that. So, and I'm talking all the way from my gaming computer. Technically, if I wanted to stream at 4K, gaming computer had to be upgraded. My monitor would have to be upgraded, because you'd have to be able to output 4K, right? So gaming computer, monitor, stream PC, everything would have to be upgraded. So it'd be wild, but yeah. Going on the big screen. Let's go, Miss Walker. Wyoming Cowboy, what's going on? Let's pop it. But yeah, you'd still be able to stream. Yeah, no, I think you'd still be able to. Nice, Miss Walker, nice. Well, I mean, I would hope so, right? Playing some 5M GTA, let's go. Wyoming. Alright, we can actually go a fair distance on this before we get full. Pretty cool. Alright. And hopefully the semi-truck's enough. I'm thinking it might be with the two auger wagons and the semi. That's a lot of You're not supposed to be emptying me right now, I don't think, sir, but I'll take it. I will gladly take the offload. Your buddy's just trying to leave. He's just trying to get out of here. Oh, buddy, just hang tight back here for a second, would you? All right, there we go. He's probably trying to go back around because, you know, edge of the field kind of sucks, so. This first outside round sucks anyway. Now, the cool thing is, if I were to go up to, like, 4K, at least this Harris Heller guy, he was doing it, using different plugins and stuff for OBS or other streaming services or other streaming softwares. But you can actually output, you know, all the different ones to Twitch, and then you output the 4K to YouTube as well. So he was streaming in 4K to both platforms, which is pretty incredible if you ask me. And I still don't know if I want to like actually stream to both, but one of these days I might fire up. I need to look into the YouTube side a little bit before I make any actual decisions, but we were talking about this the other day too, so who knows? But yeah. Your internet broken, now you have 4G instead of 5G. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. It's a lot slower. Good old 4G. Most of the time when I'm at the farm, especially inside the shed, I get 4G. I don't get 5G inside the shed at the farm. But yeah. Outside at the farm, I get great speeds. I can see the internet. I can see the cell tower from the farm. So I get great cell service, but mostly outside the building, not so much inside. Not at all inside the building. 5G. All right. All right. Okay, we got to wait for a wagon. Outside rounds suck. Just remember that, chat. Always. They always suck. Spinach harvester on sale, huh? Definitely don't need that. So we got 3 fields of corn down here. What is that? Sorghum? Sorghum over there in 12. Nice. We actually have 8 in corn too. It's not our field, but you never know. Never know. All right, buddy's driving. Buddy's moving. Come on, guys. I just need a tipper. It's an auger wagon, actually. More of a reference. Y'all getting paid. What? I'm confused, Wyoming, but it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot at all. But yeah. Just saying. Oh, you don't have 5G, really? Never seen that movie. No 5G in Wyoming. Think the tower. I gotcha. Interesting. You don't have 5G in Wyoming, huh? All right. Yeah, we've got 5G here where I live. Actually, it's crazy the speed I get. Like at the farm, I've gotten like 500 download before or something. Here, I'm gonna test it right now on 5G. I'm curious. I'm on 5G, right? I hope I am. I hope I'm not on my Wi-Fi. No, I'm not. Definitely not on my Wi-Fi right now. Just upgraded to a 5G phone like 3 weeks ago. Nice. Very nice. You don't have fiber yet? Well, there's a lot of places that don't have fiber yet. Okay, so download I'm great on. Upload is non-existent with my 5G right now. My upload is 0. I just got 200 download on a 5G speed test and 0 upload. Like legit 0 upload. Usually it's way faster than that. I've never seen a 0 upload on a 5G speed test. That's funny. Literally 0. 207 download, 0 upload. Why is it so bad? Why is this a thing? Normally it's fine. Oh, it's funny. .5G mesh, nice. Drops when it's raining or dusty, gotcha. Okay, so then I speed test again, I get 61 download instead of 200. Also on 5G. And now I'm getting 0.4 upload. Alrighty. Your phone says LTE. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Stream works in 160p. Gotcha, Tomcat. That's kind of rough. Conditions. Straw for the bedding goes inside, like where you dump their feed, basically. Depends on the cow barn, but usually inside where you dump their feed is where you put the straw. Right. So at least this corn head, it does look like it's gonna work. It's awful heavy on the front of this combine. It's kind of like rocking back and forth too. Here, can we see that from in here? The header's kind of like, ooh. It happens though. It's fine. Just looks really bad driving on the road, that's all. Like, really bad. Technically it's a milk barn, but you're using it for beef. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, so between the two wagons, I shouldn't, if I do it right, I shouldn't have to stop it all today for harvest, so it will be awesome. Just mow all this corn down, hopefully. I will have to set up for a minute with the, for the next couple fields here, because I don't have auto drive set up for the other two fields down here yet for an auger wagon. Or in this case, auger wagons. So there's that. Where is Buddy set to go? Hang on. Okay, you are set up correctly. Need you to drive, buddy. Or just sit there right in the way. That works too. That's gonna work out well for you. Dare, bud. Is this set for 2? Yes. Alright. Because I want both auger wagons to be on the move when I got my pipe out. I want both of them to be all about keeping this combine moving. what I would like to see. Yeah, in theory. Or they'll both just go get stuck on the truck. That works too. Come on, guys, figure out your life. You can do it. Maybe not. They should back up if they have an obstacle in front of them. Or I'm going to be really far away from them and have to run over there and fix everything. Take your pick. And I don't actually know if they're unloading into the truck yet. I haven't seen it work, so I'll have to wait for that. Might just run over there and fix it while we're on this end of the field still before we go all the way down yonder. Well, one's moving anyway. Let's just go reset everybody. Let's go. One is moving. Okay. That's a step in the right direction. Hello? What's poppin'? Oh, Guinness. No, I'm using auto drive. Is how these auger wagons are set up on auto drive. Alright, so while we're here, let's make sure this is going to work. First time using the semi-truck for hauling like this, right out of the field. I'd like you to unload, buddy. Should work. It looks like it's going to. Looks like we're going to. Maybe. Maybe not. Why aren't we working? I'm in 1080p again. Let's go, Tomcat. Let's go. That's what I'm supposed to be in. How about that? Does this guy have any corn on board? I don't remember. He does. Why aren't these unloading? Maybe they're only going to unload if they're full. That's probably what it is. Actually. The best you can manage is 480. Oh, dang. Am I going to go see the new Naked Gun movie? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really go see a lot of movies, so. To be perfectly honest, I really don't. Alright, so those are set to unload at 100%, which is what this one is. I just want to make sure it's going to unload into the truck before we go onto the other side of the field and go down yonder. I want to make sure this works. Just saying. There we go. Switch this to the unload, which is what we want. Hopefully he'll throw his auger out here in a second. There we go. Alright. Like I said, we just want to make sure it works with truck, because first time using truck. Okay, it's going to unload. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. So we should be good. So we'll go ahead and hire this guy back on auto drive. Get back in our combine. And go on with our outside rounds. Gonna finish this other one. I don't think I've watched the trailer for the next, for the Naked Gun movie, by the way. I haven't watched it yet. We have not done the engine upgrade for the truck yet, no. That truck's fine, actually. That truck actually handles things quite nicely. Surprisingly. It really does. I know, it's good. Sidestep headshot. That's a good one. I like it. Auto drive is awesome. There is a little bit of finagling you have to do with it once in a while. Yeah, to set it up for like to run the entire map, yes, can take a ton of time. I highly, highly, highly recommend this guy on YouTube called the Auto Drive Guy. He basically takes a map and he makes what's called a config file, which is like all the routes, the whole road system, all the categories and stuff. Now, we are not using an Auto Drive Guy config file yet because he hasn't put one out for this map yet. However, he is working on it. So there is that. James, can you not bail on the pass right next to standing crop so that I could have for my auger wagons so they don't have to run over bales, please? And thank you. I know we need to get the baling done, but we need auger wagons to be able to not run over bales. But yeah. Yeah, that's what we're using too. We're using one for this map that's not from the Auto Drive Guide. Now, having said that, as soon as he puts out his config file, we will be switching to it. Most definitely. Yeah. Yeah, and the beautiful part of Auto Drive is how easy it is to edit. Auto Drive is infinitely editable and very easy to edit once you kind of understand how things work and whatnot. Yeah, I love Auto Drive. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite mods. Yeah, exclamation point 80 in the chat. And I get you a link to his YouTube. He just put out his Alma, Missouri one. And he apparently is working on a Judith Plains, Montana one, which is what this map is. So, yeah, pretty awesome, honestly. It's pretty good. But yeah, no problem. And then he puts out all his config files for free, and it's great. I mean, it takes him up to like 300 hours to do a config file, which is wild. But it's awesome. So yeah. $32 download, 13.5 upload. That's my old Spectrum internet. Wow. You had the game for 4 months, just realized you could add mods. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of mods for Farm Sim. That's honestly what keeps Farm Sim like fresh and why most of us play it as much as we do, because of the mods. If we had to still use stock equipment, like no modded maps, I think we'd be tired of it by now. Just saying. I think I would be tired of it. I mean, I'm over 1,000 hours into 25, so. Although I had 5,000 or so in 22, so we got a long ways to go. For sure. Yeah. So Auto Drive does not do field work. Auto Drive is mostly a delivery mod. So yeah. You thought you were limited. Oh yeah, I got you. Just be careful about what website you use and stuff. There's a lot of sketchy stuff on the internet. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, operator, according to TeamSpeak, you're not dropping any packets anymore, so good job. Those pesky Steam updates, they'll get you. They'll get you, yeah. Oh man, that's funny. We might do that eventually, Scoot. You never know. You never know, man. Never say never, right? I don't want to be called a hypocrite again. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, so auto drive, basically if I want to send something to any of the fields or to the shop to buy something to fill up with seed, fertilizer, lime, if I want to send something to sell, that's what auto drive's for. What they're doing right now at this field, I did have to set up a little bit of auto drive, a course for that, to unload the combine, but basically they're autonomous once you get to the field, right? So in auto drive, there is an empty combine setting here. And then as long as I have my combine and that auger wagon set on the same setting, or on the same, like, we'll call it a waypoint, as long as those are set the same, he knows that if my auger's out, he has to find me in this field. Actually, it's not even in this field. It's anywhere. I could be in 10 fields away. And as long as my auto drive is set to the same thing that he's set to where he parks and waits, he will come and find me. It doesn't matter what field I'm in. Now, you want to set it up per field. It's just easier. It's better long-term to do that. But I'll show you the auto drive that I had to add to make an auger wagon work. And it's not so much to make the auger wagon work, it's to make the auger wagon unload at a semi-truck. So, yeah. We are doing challenges right now. I mean, we have rules. We're not taking the loan. We're playing on hard. We're buying all the fields in order. We're not tabbing. We're not going to the map to switch, like, vehicles. So we definitely have some challenges, some rules, but we're still pretty chill. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to start with a chainsaw and a dollar bill. I don't do that kind of stuff, but we definitely have different rules about how we play and that kind of stuff. Yes, we tend to have different things, you know, for each map. Sometimes we have no cows, sometimes we have 5,000 cows. Every map we play a little bit different. So, yeah. You betcha. This map's probably our most, like, strict map that we're doing. Like, absolutely no loans. Absolutely no tabbing. So, I could start with a wooden barrel and a hand baler. Yeah. You didn't notice. Very relaxed with them. No, if we set a rule, we stick to it. We stick to it. All right, so what we got going on here, this, the F1 here, that's the field point on this auto drive config. That was from, I didn't set that up. So all I've had to do to add was I actually put a field boundary in, which, if you're going to run an auger wagon to empty a combine, it makes life so much easier to have a field boundary. And then we have to have a point here for the auto, or the auger wagon to come sit here and unload into a semi, which the semi is off unloading right now. So that, and then I drive up and then have a parking spot for the auger wagon. That's all I had to add to actually make the auger wagons work, kind of work right. If that makes sense. So you do have to add a little bit of, auto drive, but it's not bad. So yeah, maybe it's just how chill I am as a person. I tend to be pretty chill. Yeah, I try to be pretty chill anyway. All right, let's cut these short rows off, chat, or as I like to call them and confuse everybody, point rows. I'm gonna cut the point rows off this field, yo. Hopefully we can make it all the way through this field. That's the hope, anyway. I mean, what do you want me to, like, throw in a bunch of fake drama? And, like, what do you want me to... I'm just a dude playing farm sim. I don't know. I don't get too caught up in drama and stuff, you know? So, yeah. No? Okay. I mean, I got called a hypocrite the other day. Is that enough drama for you? You know, buddy unsubbed because I apparently called him a cheater, and then he called me a hypocrite. So, I mean, that's some drama. He took $2.50 away from me, chat. Can you believe the nerve? Can you believe the nerve of that guy? I tell you what, chat. I cannot believe it. It's also fine. I'm making a joke out of it, chat. Obviously, we have an emote for it now and everything, you know? Oh, man. Yep. Gotta love it, chat. Yeah, we have a hypocrite emote. Yep. Yeah. You know, because of him, I'm not going to be able to buy that, like, you know, Mountain Dew next time I go to the gas station. Really going to suck. 2 Mountain Dews? Wow, you must have cheap Mountain Dews wherever you live. That's cheap. I haven't bought a soda at a gas station in a while, so I actually don't know. I don't know. How am I going to eat my Casey's pizza without a Mountain Dew? I don't eat, well, I try not to. I had pizza the other day for the first time in forever. I'm on a bit of a health journey right now. And for Father's Day, Dad wanted, oh, we had it yesterday. But Dad wanted, like, local St. Louis style pizza. So that was the first time I had pizza.
It blows into my mouth.
Ever.
B-Bears0313 Chad X250. Go get you that Mountain Dew, homie.
Yo, Bear, thanks for the bits. 2 at Dollar Tree for $2.65. Let's go. Thanks, Bear. I appreciate the Mountain Dews. Remember a Mountain Dew was 99 cents? Yeah. Yeah. By the way, Bear, our golf carts have been reserved and paid for already. It's done. Done deal. They already built the cart. It's done. So, yeah. You betcha. Although we're supposed to have a side-by-side too, but golf carts have been acquired. So, yeah. They have been acquired. All right, chat. I got to go back on this side. I don't really want to, but I have to. Otherwise, I can't empty while I go. So after this, we'll concentrate on these short roads. We'll probably cut another land out there. Maybe just harvest from the short side to the long rows or something. That probably will work. We'll see. But yeah. Sneaking cash into somebody's pocket. No. Fountain drinks are cheaper. That's true, yeah. That's rough for him. Barry, you will not, for the record, be paying for anything, for the record. As far as, like, the golf carts or farm show or any of that. No, you will not. You've never been around my dad, Bear. No. I could throw you for a loop and do the pointy rows last. I could. So here's the reason I want to do the pointy rows first. Is we're testing the logistics of the field. Are the 2 wagons enough to keep up? If we do the pointy rows, it'll kind of give us a preview. The long rows are obviously going to be the harder part to keep up with, right? Because more harvesting, more field. At least that's the way I like to look at it. I always like to get the end rows or the headlands done first, or not headlands. Fast brakes. I'll be honest, I haven't bought a fountain drink at a gas station in forever. Say YOLO. Okay. So yeah, I don't know how much they cost. I don't know. Not a clue. But yeah. I couldn't even tell you the last time I went in a gas station. Now that I think about it. It's been a long time. Usually like $1.79. Yeah, no, I couldn't tell you last time I went to a gas station. It was probably like 6 months ago at Casey's. If I had to guess, and I was picking up pizza. But like, yeah, probably 6 months ago or better. Oh, I know exactly when it was. Yeah, it was over the winter. Pops and I were in Illinois and we stopped at a Casey's. Yeah. Used to be 99 cents. Yeah, you used to be able to get like the biggest fountain drink ever for 99 cents at any of the gas stations. Yeah, I don't know what they are now. Circle K is a big one in the St. Louis area. They always advertise their Polar Pops, you know? So, yeah. The good old Polar Pops. All right, so look at this. This guy's going to unload. That guy's going to sneak up on me because he's driving through the corn. Like, I can't see him. He's partially loaded, so hopefully we'll get him full so he can empty. And I think the two wagons are going to keep up just fine. I'm a little worried about when the truck leaves when I get on the long passes, but hopefully the one truck is enough to keep up with us here. It should be. It should be. At least that's the hope. That'll free up. Like, eventually this all has to get plowed, so the amount of tractors we're gonna need, like when I get on the next field, let's say, it's gonna be plumb wild. So yeah. All right, but yeah, I want to get these short rows done. So maybe after this, I'll just run back and forth on these short rows. I should be able to do that. Or as I would call them, point rows. Which aggravates everybody on the internet. Okay, maybe not everybody. Especially that one guy that called me a hypocrite. You know? I still find that funny, though. I'll be honest. I do find that whole thing amusing. Now, where's that other guy going? That I'm not sure of. He should be driving to me right now, not... He might be going rogue. I think he went rogue. I think he's going rogue. All right, Bear. That other guy definitely... Where the heck are you going? Buddy, I'm over here. Oh, man. Can't have anything nice, Chip. This guy might be going rogue, too. Actually. For the record, you still can't call me a hypocrite without Automod intervening. Just for the record. Oh, I don't know where he's going. Oh, God. I don't know where either one of them's going. That guy, okay, he's fine, I guess. He didn't want to drive in the crop. I found the field edge. I want to run around it. That's what this guy appears doing, the Alice. But the case, he's legit leaving. He probably is going to try to find somewhere to turn around. And I don't know where that is. Probably over here somewhere. And we're going to get full. This is where we get full, guys. Dang it. This is where it happens. Like a dog when it crosses an electric fence doesn't want to go back. Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, I don't have experience with an electric fence. Like, meaning I don't have a dog. That's interesting. He's gonna go do a loop around town, yeah. Yep. Oh man, he's gonna go. Where is he go? He's gonna go. I bet he goes all the way up around 29. Goodness. Nope, maybe not. Whatever. He'll get back to us eventually. And this is why we're gonna go over here and do the short rows now. Because I'm gonna be full. He said, nah. He might have, yeah. Big called won't go under that bridge. Oh, really? That's fun. That's fun. All right. They are point rows, but they're the short point rows. See, and the, well, where's that at now? So he's on his way back. Oh, the other guy's up there now. What's he doing up there? These are the short of the point rows, you see. They're still point rows. But you have long point rows and short point rows. So that's why I'm going to work on the short point rows, because it takes longer, you know? It's the whole thing. Contract worker to 6 with the big green one. He didn't make it. That's funny. Nice. Is this guy's still full? When is he? Why did he just lap the entire field? Wait, what's he set on? He can't be set right. He is set right. Why did he just lap the entire field? That makes no sense at all. No sense. That's kind of funny. All right. Hourly workers. Clearly. Clearly that's what it is, yeah. Well, the other guy's back. I see him. And it looks like he might be doing a lap around the field too. Man. I might have to go look at that auto drive. Don't worry, boss, we're staying busy. Well, clearly they're putting miles on the tractors, so an hour, you know, hour meters going up, they must be working. Something like that. All right, let's go drive up there real quick. Can we not drive at speed right now? Why is everything broken all of a sudden? Can I not drive at speed with my auger out? Is that the deal? What is stopping me from going faster? Is my combine too heavy? I mean, I'm like full. That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm gonna go look at this real quick while we're full. Looks like the truck's full. Or truck's full enough to leave anyway. But yeah. Must be something going on with auto drive up here, yeah. Something's going on. I don't know what. So it has a point here where it can jump out and jump on the road and go. But to come back in here, I must have clicked it wrong. Let's see. That's, yeah, I bet that's what it is. Yeah, that totally is what it is. Yeah. Totally is what's going on here. So that goes way over there. So then, yeah, it would have to go a lap to get into here. Which I rather not have it. Or would not like that. So what if we just like turn it from there? Maybe, and then like in here if it happens to get out there for some reason. I don't know. Hopefully that'll work. Because yeah, buddy had to go all the way around the field, and now he's gonna. So now he's on his GPS, or finally, yeah, he's on auto drive finally. Okay. So hopefully we're okay now. Hopefully. Come on. Yeah, it should. All right, buddy, I'm going to cycle my auger one more time, and you're going to drive up here, and you're going to unload me now. Thanks. And then I'm not going to move until I get down to like 60%, probably. And then I'm going to drive. Just saying. And then you'll keep up with me. 64% it is. And that's funny. I have, so maybe when this combine gets full, you can't drive it at speed. Maybe it's a combination between that and this like heavy header. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Come on, buddy. You over here. All right. I kind of want to like, yeah. Curious the timing with the truck. That's okay. Hopefully we'll be okay. All right, first time home from work. Hopefully he doesn't have a timber morn emergency again, chat. Gonna be a lot of weeds left on the big field. Nice. Bear, welcome back. Welcome back. They might jump out there. Yeah, they might jump out there. Hopefully they don't. But they might. And hopefully that'll catch them if they jump out there and not have to like drive all the way into town and then drive back, you know. Hopefully that would catch them. Although Farm Sim's doing that thing again. He's actually 94% full. I really wish they would fix that. It is very annoying, by the way. So I think my combine might be broken. I think my combine's broken too. As far as the seeing how much is in the grain tanks. Oh, where'd the other guy go? Yeah, buddy, I'm not over there. They're going rogue right now. And I don't know why. And even this guy, he should go to his closest waypoint, which is probably not the end of the field. But I guess he's staying out of the crop. I don't know. So that's okay. I don't actually mind what he's doing. So yeah. I just don't know where the other guy's going. He's out here living his best life, clearly. That's okay. We don't actually need him for a while, but I'd like to have him somewhat nearby, just in case. See, buddy, he's still not on auto drive. It's almost like he's going to... I don't know. I bet you he's going to take an extra lap around the field. Or is he going to his closest waypoint, but not via, like, a straight line? So maybe that was the closest waypoint to where he was at the time, but he didn't want to drive in the crop. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yep. See, now it looks like he's good to go. So hopefully that works. Not sure. At least they'll empty me on the go, unlike with the MacDon pickup bed. Taking the road less traveled. Well, yeah, he's coming back. We should be okay. We should be okay. I think he was too, actually, yeah. As long as he unloads, well, there's no truck there, so he can't actually unload right now. But the truck will be back in a couple minutes. Hopefully. And the other guy's W keying for me now. Okay. Oh man, he is blazing his own trail out here. So let's put our auger away, which should just pause him where he's at. He's fine for now. Probably just gonna go backward, like work back and forth from this side. Oh no. I don't know if it would, how... First time would be so happy if I played Timberborn on stream, by the way. Although, you know, he'd be blowing up chat with, like, telling me how to play. It would be hilarious. I mean, I've never played the game, so I would need help. In fairness, I wouldn't play the game for the first time on stream. I would play it off stream first, but it would make him happy. Just saying. Good old Timberborn, I guess. I don't know. I've never played it. Okay, truck's back. That's good. Like I said, on the long passes, it's gonna get interesting to see if that one truck can keep up with us. Hopefully it'll be able to. Hopefully. But we don't know until we try. Honestly, we're a little ways off from this, but you run one truck. Because the way the auto drive is set up on here, one truck is, without redoing a bunch, that's probably all we're going to handle. So what we'll end up doing eventually, instead of probably buying a second truck, is we'll buy a mother bin. So in theory, that truck comes here, there's a whole load waiting for him. He can turn around and leave right away instead of having to wait. Well, I don't know. Mother bins aren't that expensive, are they? Okay, that's like 200 grand. Plus you need allegedly a 300 horsepower tractor. You don't actually need that much to run the thing. You could get by with like that 30-20 diesel. You would need more than that, but yeah, that cup's empty, by the way. Just want you all to be aware. I just tried to drink out of an empty cup. It was very disappointing because it's empty. So, all right, last round here, and then we're on to the big rose. Let's go. Thanks, Tomcat. Now I gotta fill up my cup. I have water, so I gotta just take the time. Hold the semi hooked. Maybe. I mean, we could probably move it field to field with our pickup truck if we wanted to. Or something like that. Hang on now. At least I was smart enough to, like, fill up my stainless steel, you know. With some high quality H2O. And golly, that's cold. Okay, that's great. Cold water. Very cold water. I put in a bunch of ice. That's why it's cold. I'm here for it. Braking and powering the mother bin. Yeah, that's all it does. It might actually do it. I don't know. Oh man, I got too full. Now he's not going to empty me. Dang it. So this is why I'm going to cut a land in that big chunk, and then we're going to run lands. So that they'll always be running. That is going to be the most efficient way, obviously, so. Alright, so those of you that don't know, with auto drive, once you get your combine over 90%, he will not come up next to you and unload you. I don't really know why that is. Or like, what's the theory behind that, but that's okay. So if we just get down to like 60, we should be good. 70% is probably fine. But there we go, 67%. Oh, he's actually going to come up there and run. Wow. Thought he would have stayed back. Alright. Now is he going to like, no, you're good. You're at the end of your pass. You don't need me anymore kind of deal. Gotta love that harvesting in one row. Gotta love it. This combine does not like being, like, remotely full. At all. We'll definitely have a mother bin on here eventually, because, like I said, with the way auto drive is plumbed on here, especially when you go over to, well, like, come down here to 17, this road is a two-way course. So in theory, you can only have, if you're down here harvesting on 20 and you need to run it back to the farm that we have, one truck is all you're going to be able to run on this route. Because otherwise they're just going to have a head-on collision. So, yeah. So, yeah. Need some tiny trucks. No. Need bigger trucks. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to What's Poppin'. Welcome on in. Yeah, on this map, I think we're, it's going to be probably one truck for a while and then a mother bin. Once we get field 6, that is. I mean, come on. That field. Field 6 is going to be plumb wild. Like, that's all there is to it. I can't wait. We just need a cool, like, 1.7 million. And we can buy field 6. That's all. I mean, that's not that much money. There's something. That's a lot of money, for the record. But hopefully we'll make some okay money off this corn. We do have our silage, doing silage things from our clover. That's kind of just rolling all the time. So yeah. On this map, it's very difficult to combine fields because you don't own the land between the fields, and some of that cost up to $6 or $7 million for the common ground. I think you think we have half of it here in dry corn. We are on hard difficulty. So I don't know about that, but hopefully. You never know. Never know. I know we're going to make decent amount of money with this dry corn, yeah. Or at least that's the hope anyway. We'll have to wait and see. Actually, can we get empty, buddy? Will you just come here and empty me real quick? Over here. Yoo-hoo. He's on his way. I want to punch a land through this is what I want to do. So it would be nice to be empty. But yeah. What does it tap out on hard? Dry corn. 630, basically. 636. It ain't worth nothing, but it's double the price of regular corn, basically. Yeah, that was at 330, so basically double the price, plus a little cost for propane, so not quite double. But we've already got, well, there goes our third semi-truck in, I believe, so. I mean, we're making, that's only the short rows, basically, and the outside, so. We're doing it, man. We are definitely doing it. Alright, so let's punch through here. And then we'll probably just run this field as one big land, or go do a land for a while, then we'll work probably on the outsides. Do a little race tracking. The AI work, well, so it depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about the auger wagons that I have, I don't think they're very dumb. I think they're fairly smart. A lot smarter than the in-game stuff. So, yeah. It's a lot more. You're on normal, so you take it back. Yeah, nothing's worth anything on here is the problem. It's okay, though. But no, the auger wagons, they're living their best life. They work, I think they work well. Sometimes you have to know how to, well, being the combine operator with auto drive auger wagons, you have to have a certain level of patience. It depends if you're using in-game or if you're using aftermarket, like modded stuff. It varies greatly. The in-game, so there's multiple things here. If you're hiring a worker that's, you know, gonna plant a field or plow a field or cultivate a field or whatever, they're pretty smart. They do some things that make you shake your head and like, well, what are you doing? But they're pretty smart. They're generally not going to leave skippers. They're pretty good. If you're using what's called the go-to AI worker, meaning you want to have it drive a truck from a field to a grain bin or to a sell point, yeah, that's really dumb. It's a terrible system. I don't know why they even have it in the game. It's so bad. But there's a great mod out there called Auto Drive that makes that part very smart. So I use auto drive. So right now I've got 2 auger wagons, and there is a semi truck that is hauling our grain back to the homestead. This is set up on auto drive. So he's going to go dump off the grain at the homestead, and then the 2 auger wagons, they're set up. They're going to run to me when I put my auger out. And then they are going to automatically unload into the truck when he's sitting here at the field waiting. So yeah. They get the field done eventually, though. The articulated tractors, they get it done eventually. Yeah. When it drives into a polar fence for 20 minutes, yeah, that's why auto drive is very nice. They keep the go to worker for grape trailers. Wow. Just wow. That's all I have to say about that is wow. Yeah, I mean, it was a huge thing when they added that to 22, but like it just didn't work. At least not that I like it. I thought it should have worked anyway. Let's put it that way. Not that I know everything, but you know, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's probably a chicken, right? Chicken in disguise. You never know. Could be. Okay. Not to mention the other part of this whole equation that we haven't mentioned. With the in-game helpers, you can't have it run an auger wagon. Like, to run to a combine. That does not work. So, yeah. Alright, come on, buddy. You're not helping me for this, the smarts. The smarts of this right now. You're not helping your case here, bud. Just saying. It's not being dumb. It's just the way it works. There we go. I'm actually the problem. I put my auger out too early. I shouldn't have put my auger out when I was still driving through, cutting through. It's actually, I'm the reason it did that. So yeah, I'll take the blame. Maybe I'm the dumb one. Just saying. That was good to go to. Apparently auto drive. Go to worker and going to the bin, that's the same thing. It's just you're telling it to loop instead of just drive to a point. But it's still the same garbage, yeah. So, but like that truck, he's hauling, well, he's not even here right now, but he's hauling perfectly fine to our homestead. Now, granted, you have to set up your course right. You might have to tweak it a little bit depending on, you know, what truck and trailer or whatever. But once you get it working, you don't have to mess with it again. You know, that's the beautiful part. Just saying. It's awesome. Once you get it working, it's great. And now, honestly, I could just put my auger away, but I might as well just keep him there until he gets full. He's 80%, so might as well. Then the other guy will come driving out here too. Well, yeah. How much in debt? Chat, how much in debt are we? How much in debt are we? We're not taking any loans on this save, so we are debt free. Thank you, Tomcat. Yeah, we're 100% debt free. Yeah. Auto drive and course play are amazing together, yes. Currently not using that, but they do work great together, yeah. Yeah. What I don't understand is why they can't get the like the go-to thing to work even on their own maps very well. Like it really doesn't work very well. So yeah. You have them harvest while on the grain cart? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong. I mean, here's the thing. There's no wrong way to play. So sometimes I feel like running a combine. Sometimes I feel like running a grain cart. Sometimes I've even just run the truck before. That's not very often I do that, but sometimes You never know. Like, uh, anything's possible. So yeah, betcha. You play on console, so you can't. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Trying to program the AI without set paths. The funny thing is, there are set paths. So if you start up a save with auto drive, like a brand new save, it'll ask you if you want auto drive to use like the AI routes from the go-to worker. They're there. It doesn't have everything, and like auto or intersections aren't connected right, but like your main roads, your drive here, there, yonder, they're all there. Like, it's a thing. So yeah, no, they're all there. Actually, fun fact, this map and Alma, Missouri, I played before the auto drive guy dropped his config file. Fun fact, we went for a long time on Alma before we had auto drive at all. And auto drive guy dropped his config for Alma the day I started playing this map. So that's actually, I mean, in general, yes, I like to play using the auto drive guy's configs, but this, what we have right now is not the auto drive guys. He is working on this map. This is called Judith Plains, Montana by DJ Modding. It is a PC exclusive map. So do keep that in mind. It's a 4X. It's huge. But yeah, no, I definitely, if I'm thinking about playing a map, I do go to the auto drive guy's YouTube and check it out. But it's not the end of the world if he doesn't have it, you know? I have been annoyed by auto drive because I don't have the auto drive guy's config. Speaking of annoyed with auto drive, I don't know where that guy's going. I'm over here, buddy. Oh, man. Something was way wrong with the one on Alma. It was all the, like, intersections were all messed up. I had to fix a bunch of those. And by fix, I would just go in and delete the whole intersection and make my own. So, yeah. But it happens. It's fine. But, yeah. Start paying these guys, but right, they might actually work then. You're watching while you're downloading mods. Nice, appreciate you. A lot of people watch while they're playing their own farm sim, which I think is pretty cool personally. I think it's neat. There we go, buddy. Way to find me finally. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's popping? I mean, as long as these guys keep me going, which I haven't had to stop in a little bit, so autosave, or they're kind of real. Don't bother. Don't worry about them. They're fine. Let's see, our semis are waiting, so we're doing good. Yeah, we're doing good. Now, our next two fields that we have to go to, we will have to take a minute and set up a little bit of auto drive. I have a place for the truck, but I do not have a place for the auger wagon. I don't have that course set up yet, so we'll do a little bit of auto drive work on stream. So yeah. We're almost full on mod space. Interesting. Very interesting. I forget the console like has a cap, right? I believe. All right, let's hit this button here. Hit that button. Go ahead and get our auger out again so we can just keep on rolling. And we'll be good. Only so many. Oh, the slot count. But the slot count, it has an equipment slot count too, right? For like how much equipment you can have on a map. Or like bales or any of that, right? I think. Which technically the PC version does have that number, but it's just really high and you never actually see it. But it's still kind of a hidden thing. It's there. Although you get too much equipment on PC, it'll just start lagging, so. I guess eventually it could crash, but it'll definitely lag. For sure. Buddy's full, okay. Next wagon. Did I repeat what I said? Your comment? I think I just said that I forgot that console has like a limit for mod space. Because on the PC, of course, it's as big as your hard drive is. You could have all the mods if you wanted to. See, look how smooth that transition was from one wagon to the next. That's what we want, boys. That was good. I like it. Let's go. It probably is, Tomcat, yeah. Probably is. But that's okay. Mod space limit is stupid and you hate it. Well, the problem is there's a lot of restrictions when it comes to the consoles. And that's why they have to do things like, you know, mod space limits or the slot count for how many vehicles you can have. There's just, they have to do that kind of stuff, unfortunately. So, yeah. It's unfortunate for you guys on console. And the really unfortunate part is that you guys don't get, like, all the fun mods, all the really good mods. You know, you guys will never have Courseplay or Auto Driver. You know, you never had GPS in past Farm Sims, you know, any of that fun stuff. You guys just don't get it on console, and it sucks. It's unfortunate for y'all console players. They had no GPS back in the day, yeah. Yep. At least they had a GPS to console now, you know, the in-game one, which is good. Right, Jeff? Yeah. You have 8 gigs of mods. That's a lot of mods. I didn't even know there was 8 gigs of mods in the mod hub. Like, being for real. But do you have like every modded map downloaded maybe? Probably downloaded everything. You went in the mod hub and hit download all, didn't you? 6. Wow. That's crazy. We're right at 2 gigs with the map and the mods that we have on here. We don't have a ton of mods though. Not a ton, but yeah, I think we're right at 2 gigs right now. But it's like, it's not that many mods per se. The map is, I want to say it's right around a gig itself, 800 meg something, somewhere close to a gig, I believe. Yeah, that's okay. It's all good. You uninstalled a map, it went from 8 to 6. Wow. Gotcha. It looks like these guys are working now, you know? At least that's the theory here. Seems like it's working. As far as keeping me unloaded here, so. You betcha. It could be Softcat, yeah. Makes sense, Jeff. Makes sense. I don't think one wagon would be enough, but two's good right now. Two is definitely good. This is like my favorite farm sim right now. Like the logistics, setting up auto drive, getting it running. I mean, you know, the bigger combine you get, the more logistics stuff you have to have. It's like my favorite thing to do on farm sim. Just throwing it out there. I like it. Now it's fixed after a restart. It's amazing what you can fix by, you know, turning it off and turning it back on. It really is, yeah. Absolutely incredible. Now, the sucky part of all this corn, by the way, we have our periodic plowing turn on, which really shouldn't be called periodic plowing. It really shouldn't be. But it's turned on. So all of this corn, we're gonna have to plow all of this. So yeah. Farm Sim hasn't been out nearly as long as 22 was, so I'm sure give it some more time. You'll get more. We'll definitely get more mods eventually for 25. Definitely gonna get more mods, yeah. You betcha. Better mods, nice. 22 had some bangers. James, if you want to start bailing, just make sure you leave us one gap. See James over there chomping at the bit to bail. As long as the auger wagons have a place to drive, that's all we care about. There goes another semi-truck of corn. I'm not sure where he's set at. He might only be running like 85%. He may not be running 100% loads. But we'll see. I don't know. We might check him before we go to the next field. Make sure he's going 100%. I don't know, Tomcat. Yes. We do have passenger without a DLC. The problem is it's not in everything. You know, it's only like semi-trucks, not tractors. Which kind of sucks. Especially for the way we're playing this map. We could really use passenger in like combines and semi-trucks, or not semi-trucks, but you know, tractors and stuff sometimes, since we're not tabbing on this save. It's janky sometimes. Well, I mean, what isn't janky sometimes, right? Oh no, speaking of janky, guys, don't. Whew, that was close. Almost had an auger wagon collision. It's okay. All right, so this is our first test for these long rows, by the way. Truck's gone. One wagon's full, although I'm not sure where he's going right now. He's going somewhere. Are we going to have 2 full wagons waiting for the truck when he gets back? I guess it is possible. That would be kind of funny, actually. They didn't collide, therefore they are smart. How about them apples? They didn't actually collide. I think they're very smart. It's way better than, you know, I can't do this in the base game. I can't run an auger wagon on AI in the base game. So if nothing else, I'll deal with it. All right. You can't do this on console. So I'll take it all day long. They didn't swap paint. We're fine. Why do we need a straw? We don't. It's just extra money. So this map has, technically it'd be called corn, either like stock bales or fodder, but they call it corn straw. And same thing from soybeans. You can also get like the straw from the soybeans. And it's not that we need it. We're not using it. It's just extra cash. Honestly. So if you stay tuned, for a while, this is field 1. We have 2 more fields of corn. I will show you how much we get, when we're done with baling and selling these 3 fields. If you ask me, I'll probably forget, but somebody remind me later on, how much money we get. It's just free cash, basically. So is it bad if you have 400 and some odd mods? I mean, are you trying to break your console? I wouldn't say it's, oh, that was the wrong button. I meant to hit this one. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's not good for the health of your game, probably, no. The more mods you have, the more issues you're gonna have, so Godspeed. Godspeed. Do you lurk here for every stream for the whole stream? Just don't say much. Okay. Well, remind me later to show you in the stats how much money we end up with. It should be, I mean, it's not going to be like millions of dollars, but with us playing this map on hard and struggling, every dollar counts. So there's that. So guys, it is after 3 o'clock. I got to run in the house and take my quick break really fast. We're going to go ahead and put the combine at 2 miles an hour and just keep harvesting. So, hopefully that'll work. I'll be back in just a minute. BRB.